With time stopped, loses a point.
And thank you to Tim Daly, the crew chief, as Jolin is able to hit, and that was a three. Seton Hall from Amityville. Good-looking stroke from Botegi. She's got two from that same spot. Lara Che has checked into the game. Step-back jumper is true for Beal. That's her first bucket by Hilaire.
Jackson now with 3 rebounds.
Whoa! Yoyo Nogic, you're going to close me out? Oh, nice job by Nogic to pull down the rebound, and that's not something that Providence usually asks her to do. Che gets it off last second, banks it home! A little extra put on it in terms of masse by Hilaire. Still it didn't drop. Beal will float it and gets a roll. Game, Providence. In front, Jolin tries to add to it and does. Another triple. Good look at a three, and Shea buries it. Always here. How about that? Jones' pack turned aside one. Couldn't get the second as Beal's floater is through. She now has 8 points. The last 6 times they've taken to the court. There's public enemy number 1 doing exactly what villains do. Again! In front of Seton Hall in total rebounds in the game by 2. At one point early on, Seton Hall was controlling the boards. That one's down, and a chance for her second 4-point play of the season. Lose their 6th straight. Providence breaks a 5-game skid, perhaps maybe even more significant. Providence now ends a 9-game losing streak to Seton Hall over the last few years. Sarah Beal and Aaliyah Miller will go off as winners. And we welcome you back to Friars.com. Chris Fama joined by Friars head coach Jim Crowley on a momentous day in Friartown Senior Day. A huge victory against Seton Hall, a come-from-behind win. This one's really gonna give you a momentum punch going forward into next season, even though this year isn't done.
Well, let's hope so. I mean, the thing I was most proud of, it was a great team win. Everybody did their job. Everybody did what they did well, and then we really played for one another on both the offensive end with our passing and the defensive end with our rotations and, not letting them get the things they're good at. We had a rough first quarter, but from then on, we really, really defended well.
A couple of things that I thought were keys to the victory. One shows up on the stat page, the other one does not. But Nana Jackson, with her rebounding, not only on the offensive or defensive end, you've got a 5'5" player, a freshman, who steps up when you had a gap in the inside, and then that gap was filled defensively by Brianna Frias.
Yeah, we were struggling a little bit. I thought even late in the second quarter we were able to make some things happen defensively, and then what Bree did when Yo-Yo picked up her third, what Bree did and what the team did, we extended the lead with both Sarah and Yo-Yo on the bench, which again is, when you're 2 top scorers on the bench and you can extend the lead, that shows a team that's committed to one another. And everybody who got in there did fairly positive things, and just a really good response from a poor performance Friday night. But the challenge becomes, is it good enough one time, or do you want to do it again? Because we control that.
Describe, if you could, for me, the difference in the mental toughness of your team from the beginning of the Big East season to the middle of it to today.
Well, I think they've shown a lot of examples of it that maybe haven't been rewarded, and maybe they haven't appreciated enough. I thought, obviously the tough losses at DePaul, the tough losses at Georgetown, but I thought they've come back from that, and they may not realize that, but I think that's the kind of stuff that keeps building you the toughness you need to win a game like this.
Lastly, Coach, how cool was it to see how your team emotionally just took control of this game? They were not going to let Sarah or Lee leave this court without a victory today.
Well, hopefully that's something they want to keep doing. The game's a lot more fun when you play it with passion, but to have that passion, you got to be invested in the people around you, and we were today. And again, hopefully it's not enough. Hopefully they want some more, because we can control our own fate, and hopefully we want to do that.
17-point victory. The Friars finish up the year at home at 500, 6-6 overall. Thanks to Coach Crowley all season long for joining us with these interviews. My name is Chris Fama for Friars.com.